think the first thing for both of us is to really arrive together in this kind of virtual space. So let's just see if we can both take whatever time we need to just um, get here together and feel ourselves in the space before we begin. So.
Yeah, thank you, Dan. Help me kind of travel to a different space. Yeah. Yeah, I've been a bit nervous today, I think. And I think in anxiety, my brain can kind of hit the delete button. So I've also been a bit blank in a way too.
Mm.
So I cheated a little bit and watched the last session. I was telling you that just before we come
Yes.
on.
Yes.
Hmm. And kind of an interesting experience. It's unusual for a client to be able to go and watch back.
Right.
The
So
very,
when you were watching back and when you were sort of re-experiencing our time together the last time, what struck you? What were you most struck with that you might want to either set aside right now or uh, look at or use as a point of departure?
yeah, it's a good question, Dan. Well, I had a bit of a strange experience when I was watching it because I was talking about um, feeling anxious, being an anxious person,
Yeah.
kind of wearing that label, I guess, and thinking, I wonder how much I've shifted that, or have I at all, or and kind of really in that how I would regularly see myself, or something, the anxiety that I can live with, and I just noticing the bit that I'm not so good at, paying attention to myself, that more younger, vulnerable bit of me. And I felt a bit sad actually as I was kind of hearing myself talking about um, how I might not pay so much attention to that part of myself. And then I remembered last week I was on holiday and I had kind of forgotten about that, especially as I was listening to the session. And I had a very different experience while I was on holiday. Often I can be away and be really missing work
Mm.
and thinking, oh, there's so much to do and that I want to get on with. And I can be a bit of a nightmare to holiday with. Um, but I had a,
Yeah, like how? How can you be a nightmare to holiday with?
um, like I want to bring my laptop with me and kind of just work while I'm on holiday and that kind of thing. But actually, I didn't bring it with me, and yeah,
Mhm.
and I was really able to chill out and relax, and um, yeah, and so it was a kind of a strange experience to be listening to the last session and watching the video a bit, and thinking, oh yeah, that's me. I recognize me. I know who that is. And then think, oh, but actually, I have had quite a different experience. I've been quite different. And so it got me thinking about, oh, I wonder how much of that is a kind of recording that I play about myself or that I kind of identify. Does that make sense? Is that?
So let's hear the recording a bit. What's the recording that you're aware of in your consciousness about who you are as an anxious person? What's the just to get it back in the room a little bit.
Yeah, okay, the recording is my name's John and I'm anxious and sounds like a bit of a
Anxious guy. And what do
yeah,
you so and what else? What else
yeah.
goes into it?
And it's kind of hard for me to unwind and relax and like I'm playing catch up a lot of the time. I feel like that, so I've got lots to do, and um, so I don't give myself too much of a break, and in that way keep myself anxious and um,
Okay, so that's the kind of recording that goes on. And yet you're describing something about when you were on holiday where you had a different kind of recording almost going on. What was the recording when you were on holiday, if there was one?
I think it was like, oh, I like this.
Hmm.
um, yeah, I really like this, and something about, oh, there is a lot back home to get on with, but that's okay. I'll come back to that. Like I was much more able to put it down or something,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
yeah, that's really different for me. Yeah. Mm. So kind of put my work down, go away on holiday, and kind of. I mean, I guess it was with me, and I was thinking about it a little bit. You know, some of the stuff that I'm really enjoying, other bits that I'm worrying about a bit, and um, but I was able to kind of just,
Put it aside.
yeah, put it aside. And
Can I just check in with you right this second? Can you tell me what you're experiencing physically in this part of your body, like here in your chest right now?
here, I know I've got a bit of a sensation further down.
Okay. So can you describe that a little bit?
Yeah, I feel tight. Like my tummy's really tight, and yeah, and like, is this okay? Does it make sense? Well, I think I've got stuff going on up here. Does it
Yes, you're
make
coming back.
sense?
You're coming back in your head.
I am. I am.
But so you were down in your belly for a second,
Hmm.
and it was very tight,
Hmm.
and then you came to here. So what are you aware of right now in terms of that movement from your belly up into your head that just happened?
Like, well, I think the bit that you were thinking about, there doesn't seem to be anything going on there. Or oh, but my throat, I can feel there. I can feel tight here.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So now I'm breathing, I guess. Yeah.
I mean, I'm really actually aware of you breathing for the first time in
Mm,
in our time together right now.
okay.
And yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm really struck with the beginning of our conversation too. You said something about um, feeling blank. You said something about uh, feeling anxious and nervous, anxious, and blank. Can you say another thing or two about that blankness? Are you experiencing that now, or is that really in the top?
Um, I think so. Nothing's coming to mind. Yeah. Yeah. I get. Well, I guess this is a bit of a strange experience, isn't there? I think as my mind earlier through the day is going, oh, and this is going on for me. Oh, do I want to speak about this? And there's that. I was, yeah. Oh, what am I going to do? What am I not going to do? What feels okay? Um,
And how is it? How is it right now? We're probably halfway through so far. How is it so far
I
in
think
terms of what you were expecting and in terms of what you were hoping and how is it so far?
oh, I've just stopped breathing, haven't
Yeah,
I? Yeah.
again, yeah.
I think I'm worried about not bringing enough of myself. I think that's the maybe in that cognitive battle or rush that like I have a feeling I don't want to stay protected. Um, I want to be in here with you, Diane. I want to spend some time with you and
Yeah,
really be present. Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
and anxious that I'm not doing it. Am I doing it? Am I here?
It's okay. Is it going okay? Am
Yeah,
I bringing enough of myself?
yeah,
Right. Yeah.
yeah.
What do you think? Are you bringing enough of yourself for what you want to be able to do in this time?
I think I don't know. I think that's the bit that I'm struggling with. I'm struggling to evaluate it, I think. Yeah.
So if you weren't bringing something on
Okay.
purpose,
Mm.
but kind of didn't really know, it, what would you be leaving out of this for sure?
Like, what would I not be saying here?
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
what would you want to leave out for sure?
Yeah. Like, I definitely not want to be talking about